Okay, so we did this part to about right here. Now then, let's talk about your time and your efforts. So right here is going to be a truck bed. You're never going to see this up close. So there's not really need to wet sand at all. But you see how this dust is sticking to it? It's because that clear coat finish, after you get it on there, it's still textury. So what we can do, I'm going to sand from about right here, like this, because this matters, this does not. We'll hit this with the buffer, which will smooth it out a little bit, but not very much. But it'll prevent some of the dust from sticking to it. So if you can see the light here, how it's all pixelated, maybe you can see my reflection here, how it's pixelated. That's because of the orange peel in the finish, and we're fixing to remove that. So I don't like to sand over stuff I've already buffed. I can see the line about right here. Again, just using a small piece of sandpaper. If you go too big, sometimes you don't get as much control. You get hot spots you could burn through. You don't want that. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this. Any sanding is better than none. You can see this part's already smooth. Got a little texture line here. That's from body filler. If you start to hear noises, clean your sandpaper.
Listen here, baby, can't you hear me sing? Your hard luck woman ain't learned a goddamn thing. Well, you shine so bright and come on strong. One day here and the next day gone. Said you're one day here and the next day gone. Come around here looking for all you can take. Move me so hard, make my poor heart shake. Make my poor heart shake. Chasing you, woman, I'm chasing my tail. Can't catch either, so it's just as well. So it's just as well. Love like that, it can't last long. You're one day here and the next day gone. You're one day here and the next day gone. Lightning in a bottle shines so bright. Seen you, baby, just the other night. I said I seen you, baby, just the other night. Well, listen here, baby, can't you hear me sing? You're a hard luck woman, ain't learned a goddamn thing. Well, you shine so bright and come on strong. One day here and the next day gone. Well, you're one day here and the next day gone. One day here and the next day gone.
Okay, so basically half is done. We sanded like this. You don't really need to do this part. You can if you want to. But shiny reflection. And then over here, less so. So the difference between this part, and this part is the orange peel. So now I'm going to go around and then do this section, and then I'll do the other side piece, and then I'll move to this section and do it in stages. 1, 2, 3, and so on. So I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to finish up on my own. I'll bring you back after. So we're going to do a 110. We're going to do it with the 110 and then a 210. And then we're going to come back over it with like a 27 waxer sealer type stuff. And then it's finished. But the cab inside and outside is completed. So I went with a silver on the front. This is a Hyundai silver. It's the same color as the exhaust. Same color as the interior trim. I went with a matte finish on the front to match the exhaust and the interior trim. And then the rest is the Ford antimatter blue. Except for the part where I touched it. It's clean. I will spin it around so you can take a look. Once I get the spots off. But then that means I have to touch it again. So I got the sound deadening on the inside. There's sound deadening, and then I got the 4mm foam over the top of that where the carpet's gonna go. I left the side parts exposed, but I think the carpet will probably go over that. I don't know yet. And then 10mm foam over sound deadening everywhere else in the cab. So on the sides, on the top, on the roof, the back, and then when you tap it from the outside, no more tinny sound. Those are all parts that have to go on. I'm going to put the cab on the frame, then we can start the wiring. So let me just explain. The bed covers most of this. I finished it from here down, and the rest is just, let's just say, time saving. There's no reason to I didn't want to spend a lot of time trying to body finish this part. You can see dents from the side shot. They're not going to be very visible. You have to be extra careful now when you touch it. You don't want any scratches or anything else, so anxiety level increased.